Ryan here. Now, if you follow Masterlink Heavy Diesel, you'll know that I've made a few tutorial videos and that, showcasing a few different sides of the industry and, you know, to answer people's questions and wonders. But today I thought I'd make a video slightly different than the usual, not even related to heavy diesel, in fact, something completely different. I want to make a video on how to solve one of these bad boys right here, because I know that a lot of people think it's damn near impossible, and I've seen people try to figure it out for ages and ages, and it gets frustrating for me because I know it's not hard. So I thought I'd just, you know, muck around this afternoon and make a video showing you exactly how you can solve one of these. And if you follow, you know, if you follow what I'm doing with your own cube as I'm doing it, and you know, you pause it and all that stuff, you'll get it. Let's get started. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Not the most glorious background, but it'll do. So, we start off here with a fully solved Rubik's Cube. Now, as you know, 6 different colors. You can solve the Rubik's Cube in any direction you want. However, I generally like to solve it from white through to yellow. Now, when you're solving one of these, you've got to go from one side to the other. That's the way that these things work. You can go from green through to blue, you can go from orange through to red, you can go from yellow through to white. The reason you pick white and yellow, or the reason I do at least anyway, is because they stand out a lot more from the other 4 colors. You'll see what I mean as we get going. So I'm going to mix this cube up now, and I'm going to do it in front of the camera so that you don't think I'm just lying and doing it in a certain way. Believe me, I've had people accuse me of that. They say, oh, let me mix it up for you because I don't trust you. And I say, well, you can mix it up for 10 seconds, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 seconds, however long you want, and it's going to be just as easy to solve. Okay, so you start out with a mixed cube, and believe me, I did not follow what I just did, so I can't cheat. And it's not one where you can pull stickers off and put them on either. That's the good thing about getting the genuine ones. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to identify which face is your yellow and which face is your white. Now the center color of all of these faces, the center one tells you what color that face is going to be, because those ones never move. It's just these outer ones that move. Okay, so we know that this is going to be our white face. That's going to be our orange, blue, red, green, yellow. Now we're going to start with white. Now the first thing we want to do is we want to make the white cross. Now it's easy to make a white cross, but you've got to make sure the white's going in the right places. So the pieces you're going to need are these pieces here to make the white cross. Forget the corners for now. The corners will come next. So you want to start by finding your edge pieces. Like there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. There's your 4. So what we're going to do is we know that this is white and this is orange. So therefore it's going to go here, because orange face, white face. You know it's going to link, right? So what we want to do is we want to put that piece. Now this is the part of solving the cube which you have to figure out. You know, you'll get faster at it the more you do it. I won't spend too much time explaining how I'm going to get them to where they need to go, but there you go. So you know it's right because it links. You know you've got a color link there. Now we want to do the same for the other ones. Now the white for this one is in the right, well, it's not in the right place at all, but it looks like it is. However, you can see here, that's blue, that's green. That blue needs to be here. So what we want to do is we want to rotate that one 180 degrees, so it's on the bottom. And then we want to just take it around like that. And we want to rotate it 180 degrees back up. Now it's in the right place. Meanwhile, orange is still not being touched. Okay. On to the next one. We've got our green one. Same thing here. Green is here, white is here. What are we going to do? Okay, we're going to move it over to here, so it's in the right place, and then just bring it up like that. There you go. 3, parts of the cross. The fourth piece. Now the fourth piece, well, this is easy because you just bring it around so it's there, rotate it 180 degrees, and you have your white cross with all four colors meeting at the centers. Now, when you're putting that white cross together, chances are you are going to come across a situation where you have to move another one that's already established and in the right place in order to get another one in the right place. Now, you'll figure out how to do that. It's not really rocket science. Sometimes you've got to move one out of the way to get another one in, and then you bring it back. But you'll figure that out. So the next thing we want to do is we want to get our corners, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in place. Now, we start with, now it's the same concept. White, green, and red is one of them. So we know that it's got to be here because white, green, and red. You get 3 different colors. So you know it's going to be here because it's got all 3, right? So we'll find it again. White, green, and red. There you go. So what we want to do is we want to bring that color around. So we know it's now in the center of it. It just needs to be here, doesn't it? But we know that it's got a green, a red, and a white. So what we want to do is we want to move it out of the way to the left. We want to bring the corner down where we want it. We want to put it where it needs to be, and then we want to bring it back up. There you go. Sorted. Now you've got a linking color here, see? And you want to do the same thing for your other color. You've got a blue and a red and a white. So you want to bring it around till it's between the blue and the red and the white. Move it away, bring it down, bring it around, take it up. What do you know? Linking color. And you want to do that for this one as well. Green, orange. There you go. However, I'm not going to put that up there yet because I'm going to show you something else. Now, if you strike a white that's up here, you might be thinking, how do you get it down the bottom? Because it's got to be along the bottom to get into place. How do you get it down the bottom again? Well, the trick to that is, you just go like that, and then you rotate it around 90 degrees, so that when you bring it up, it's at the bottom. Now, if you didn't get that, just pause it, go back and watch it again, and you will get it. Now, of course, what I've done is I've put the other one there instead, but that's okay. So, we've got our orange and we've got our blue. So we take it around till it's between our orange and our blue and our white. Move it away, bring it down, move it around, bring it up. Simple enough. And our final one, oh hey, what do you know, we've got to do it now. So we bring it down, we rotate it around, and that brings it out to the bottom. Then we can go away from it, down, round, up. That's your first face complete. And you can check, you've got capital T looking shapes on all 4 sides. That shows you that they're all in the right place. Now from here, what you've got to do is you've got to flip over. So you're now working with the yellow on top now. Everything forward from here is yellow on top. Now the next part you want to do is you want to complete the second layer. You want to have 2 bands of colors all the way around here. Now the way you do this is, first you have to find one that links up with a face color like this. Got a straight line. Orange is the other one. Therefore, where's it going to go? Well, it ain't going to go here. That's red. It's going to go there. So we know that that color there has to go there. Green, orange. Green, orange. All right, common sense. Now, if it has to go to the right, you have to do one particular algorithm. If it goes to the left, if it had to go to the left, you'd have to do the opposite algorithm. So, rather than talk you through it, I'm just going to say, watch it slowly, watch it again if you have to, until you get the hang of it. So, you want to go, this is a right algorithm, it's going to the right. So, there you go. Now, you have it in place. Nothing else is touched, everything's still intact. You want to do it again, so we need to find another one. Oh, well there's a green and a red right there. But it's not linking up here, is it? We bring it around to the green, now it is. Which way is this one got to go? It's got to go left. got to go there. Green, red, green, red. All right. Now, if you watch this slowly, this is the opposite, the polar opposite algorithm to what I just did for the right. So, okay, now you've got half the band done. Good stuff. Now, the next one, look at that. We've got a link in colour here. Blue. Well, we know it's not going to go left. It's got to go right. Blue, orange, blue, orange. Right-hand algorithm again. I've never done it for a camera before, so I apologise if my filming's not the greatest. Alright, so now you've got most of your colour, you've only got one piece left to do. Now, the fourth one, hey, it's already lined up. Got to go left to reach blue, doesn't it? So you want to do that algorithm again. Now these algorithms, eventually you'll memorise them. Doesn't take long. Now, sometimes what happens when you're creating that second band is you will find that one of the pieces you need, or two of the pieces, sometimes all of the pieces, are actually down in the second band but the wrong way around. And you might find that all of the edges up here have yellow on them. And you might be wondering, how on earth do you get them up to the top so you can put them in the right place? Well, if that becomes the case, what you have to do is you say this one's wrong. Say this is the opposite way around, so that's red and that's blue. And you need to get it up to the top in order to be able to put it in the right way. If it's on the right-hand side of your cube, you simply face it towards you and do the right-hand algorithm I showed before. If you've forgotten that, just go back and watch it again. The right-hand algorithm, that will get it up to the top, and then from there you can do your magic. If it's on the left-hand side of the cube, say this one, orange and blue, say your orange and blue are the wrong way around. You do, because it's on the left-hand side of the cube, you do the left-hand algorithm I did before. If you've forgotten that, go back and watch it. And that will get it up to the top. Now, once you're done, you're going to have two bands and a white, still intact. Pretty fascinating stuff, I know. Alright, now the next thing you want to do is you want to come up with the yellow cross. Now, in this example, the yellow cross is already there. However, it isn't always the case that that yellow cross is established and ready to go. So what I will do is I will come back to this later on in another example and show you what happens if you do not have the yellow cross made already. But in this case, it's already made. So we want to have the stray yellow. All right. We want to have a stray yellow. We've got two of them. One there, one there. We want to have the one on the left bottom corner facing away. So this is where we want. And what we want to do is we want to go Alright, now you probably think, made no progress there, but we are making progress. Now, you want to put a yellow in the same place again. Obviously it's not straight because all of them are down there now, but you want to put one of them down there. Might not be the right one, but we'll soon find out if it is or not. Right, perfect. Now I can tell you the next move is going to put all of the yellows on top in the right place. Well, no, sorry, not in the right place. My mistake. But it will. Now, what you want to look for now is the fish. Now that's the fish. Now you want to have the fish pointing down towards the bottom left. If you don't have this yellow here, you have to do the same algorithm again. Pretend that yellow's not even there. If you come up with that fish, you do the algorithm I just did with the fish pointing towards the bottom left-hand corner. We're going to do the same thing, but because this yellow is here, we know that it's going to go to a yellow base. There you go. So we've got a yellow face, a white face, 2 bands of color. Now this is where there's one of 2 outcomes will happen. Either you will be lucky enough to have 2 corners lining up like so, or you'll have diagonally opposing corners lining up. And in this case, we've got 2 on one end, so that's cool. So if you have diagonally opposing, you just have one facing you, one away from you, and you will do the same algorithm that I'm about to do now. And that algorithm will get you to this position. And then you do it again. So what we're going to do is we're going to face it away from us. We're going to face those 2 colors away from us, and we're going to go like so. Boom. Now, we are now left with 1 in the right place and 3 in the wrong place. Sometimes all 4 are in the wrong place, and you've therefore just got to repeat this next algorithm twice. But we're only going to need to do it once because we've got 1 in the right place, 3 in the wrong place. Now, what you've got to decide from here, firstly you've got to face the correct one away from you. So you've got incorrect, 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 correct. White's still intact, obviously. So what you want to decide is, okay, which direction do these all have to go in? Red's got to go anti-clockwise to here. Green's got to go anti-clockwise to here. Blue's got to go anti-clockwise to there. So we know the direction we need to go. So what we then do is we do this algorithm here. We rotate that 180 degrees, turn the top in the direction they needed to go, so this way. Side down, side down. Turn the top the direction it needs to go again. And rotate twice, and voila. You have a solved cube. Now, if you've got to this point, as I was explaining earlier, where you don't have a yellow cross. Now, obviously I've gone back and I've mixed up the cube and started again. You don't have a yellow cross, you've got this little shape right here. You want to point it in the exact direction I've got it shown, and you want to go that's how you get a yellow cross out of that. Now, if you've got a line on the other hand, you would do this algorithm. Slightly different algorithm. There you go. Now notice that algorithm was slightly different to the previous one, just by a couple of turns. They were slightly jumbled up. Now the algorithm I showed you before, for this shape, also applies if you've just got a yellow dot in the middle. So if you've got this little 90 degree, or if you've got a dot in the middle, you do that first algorithm for that. If you've got the line, you do the slightly different one. Capiche? As mentioned, when you get to this stage, earlier on we had 2 corners next to each other that were correct. This is an example of diagonally opposing. That one's correct, we can see that because the colours match. And that one matches, but they're diagonally opposite. So we want to have one facing towards us and one facing away from us. And then we want to do that same algorithm we did before. And that will give us 2 matching ones. Then of course we face it away and do the same algorithm again. And that gives you your 4 correct corners. There you go. And just to demonstrate it again, which direction do these need to go? Clockwise. Red, clockwise. Blue, clockwise. Green, clockwise. So we do the same thing again, face the correct one away, rotate that 180 degrees, turn the top the way they need to go, which is that way, and then come down on that side, down on that side, 180 degrees over, flip the sides back up, keeping the orientation correct, turn this the way it needed to go again, which is clockwise, and boom, boom. And that's how you solve a Rubik's Cube.
Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's not a video that caters to everybody's interests. However, if you're one of those people who's always wondered how do you solve one of these things, or maybe you've got a cube that's been sitting in your drawer for years unsolved and you want to figure it out, well, I'm glad I could help. Now, if you find yourself in a pickle, perhaps I didn't cover something well enough, or you found yourself in a situation which might seem a bit unusual, hey, feel free to comment down below or send me a message. I'll endeavor to help you out. There's always a way. There's a lot of different variables. No two solves are ever going to be the same. But the general gist of it, the algorithms and all that, they don't change. It's just every solve. Sometimes you've got to redo an algorithm a few times, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can skip whole sections altogether. It just depends. But anyway, thanks for watching.